Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast. Stand with me, Spook with me tonight. Monday Night Raw, July 7th, 2025. About to run through the show, run through the program right quick. They had a hot crowd tonight. Where were they? I didn't even know, right?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, Rhode Island, Rhode Island. Okay. So, yeah, Rhode Island was pretty turned up tonight. So, they made for a pretty good crowd tonight. The show kicked off with Seth Rollins and the crew coming out. We about 5 months in. No name, no nothing. We don't know what to call them. But yeah, these guys came out. Seth came out, cut a promo. Everybody basically had a match tonight. Trying to get ready for their match. Braun Breaker had a match with Sami Zayn. Bronson Reed had a match with Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins has had a match with Penta. So they were all out there setting up their matches. Just as this promo was cutting, Paul Heyman went to hand Seth Rollins the microphone, and Braun Breaker interrupted. Didn't necessarily apologize. It was a little awkward. I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
I did see that footage. I did.
It was,
I said, "Whoa, but you don't disrespect the boss man like that. You don't disrespect the boss man."
yeah, he didn't hand him the mic back. He didn't turn around. He went a little rogue for a minute, man. Sammy is bringing out the worst in him right now. So not sure what was going on there. But he cut a fiery promo about Sammy, and then Bronson Reed cut his promo, and then Paul Heyman talked and spoke, and then Seth Rollins just sent us on for the night, really, to get everything started. So I just think you thought about them kicking this night off. The Seth crew coming out kicking this night off.
I mean, you got to get the crowd hype. And who gonna check Braun? Like who really gonna check Braun Breaker? Not a single soul on that roster gonna check that man.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of funny though how they Heyman and Seth kind of in the background, like, what is going on? Is he for real? And then as he's talking, Seth is like, all right, I see you. But nah, it was good because we kind of forget that Braun and Bronson can actually like talk. Braun's gotten better since he came in, so it was good to let him have his shine, and it was good for Bronson. It was a good way for all four of them to kind of have a way to all shine. And I mean, they're the hottest thing right now, so you gotta have them out to hype the crowd up. Honestly,
Yeah, Bronson Reed. I think I don't know if I forgot he has an accent.
yeah, he from New Zealand or Australia. It's one of those two.
Yeah, man, the brother's got an accent. It made him less tougher. I don't know if I like him talking. It's not the only guy with an accent like that that's tough is like Jason Statham, maybe. I don't know if I want him talking now. I'm like, tsunami, just tsunami, man. But those guys came out looking like they running things. So Paul Heyman with the Money in the Bank briefcase. These guys basically saying they're about to destroy, what they got coming up here on Monday Night Raw. So it was definitely a good look for these guys coming out. I like when the main event players start out the show, to let to set the tone. And like I said, they had a hot crowd. So, the crowd was for whatever reason, ready to go tonight. We did get some backstage action with Judgment Day after that, with Judgment Day and these guys having some seance tribute looking stuff going on with Liv Morgan there. Dominic had a cake that was apparently given to him by AJ. It was a funny moment, but it's still a little odd. I don't want to believe that AJ ran down to Kroger and got a cake for Dominic Mysterio, but he did have a cake there. So, these guys have a lot of gold. Roxanne was getting ready for her match coming up against Kairi Sane. So it was also setting that up as well. So, Judgment Day backstage doing what Judgment Day does. These guys get a lot of airtime, a lot of segments throughout the night. So we don't expect anything less. What do you think? What do you think, Spook, with Liv Morgan? You think she's coming back into Judgment Day, or this is it? She's pretty much out at this point.
Well, I think Roxanne just about took over, or is in the process of. So it might be a little, a good little fight between them two, man, to see who's going to withstand the test of time. You know what I'm saying? It'll be that last official woman in Judgment Day.
Yeah,
especially if Finn can and if Finn have anything to do with it.
Yeah, Finn is loving the mess. Dominic may be coming around. I'm not sure. JD looks like he's down for whatever, but it's kind of hard for me to see Liv coming back and just being fitting in. A lot of these people are breaking off from the group, the original group. Edge is gone. Damian Priest eventually went on. Rhea Ripley eventually went on. Is it time for someone else to move on, Stan, or are we just gonna throw her back in there and keep this thing going?
I mean, she gonna move on eventually.
Hmm.
But it'll be after she comes back from her injury. Even though they was set up like she's went on home to be with the Lord, I thought that
Yeah, it was a little extra.
that was a little weird.
Yeah, it was a little extra. Sad match with Kyrie Sane. I don't know. I don't know. I believe this might have been the first time they went at it. Couple of things looked a little off. Wasn't quite sure about this match. Was hoping it would deliver a little better based on their inabilities in their abilities in the ring. Overall, it was kind of just there. It ended up with some interference from Raquel. Kyrie Sane was able to overcome that, still pick up the W. This led to Asuka coming out and helping out her fellow Kabuki warrior, which seems to have now been reunited, and not sure if it feels so good, but they definitely looking like a tag team now, and that might be best for Kyrie and best for Asuka. That might help them if they do go on to do something with this, that they could get some TV time that maybe Io Sky still is just really quite not getting. So, she might have wanted to jump in that tag team there and, instead of letting Asuka take that spot based on what we might see here in the future, man. But what you thought about this match, Stan, with Kyrie Sane and Roxanne?
Yeah, on paper, I thought it was gonna be like on paper. I thought this whole card was just gonna be great, and I thought this match was really gonna like steal it. But yeah, it was like some parts here and there was like, oh, this is great, but it was some just like, do they not have any chemistry together? Like I know they probably haven't wrestled before, but I mean, you the home base is Orlando. I mean, at some point, both of y'all had to go over something at the performance center. It just looked like off for some reason.
Yeah, it was in
It's
slow motion. The match
Yeah,
was
it was a little weird for both women who were normally like great. So you're thinking that they're gonna put on a banger, and it was just like lacking a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm still behind Roxanne and her getting her push. And obviously, they were setting up the tag match, which ended up being confirmed with the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane entering into the Fatal 4-Way tag team match at Evolution this Sunday to go against Roxanne and Raquel. And also, we got so Ruka and Zarya in there, and then Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. We got some odd teams. I think the Kabuki Warriors are the closest thing to a real team that we have going on. They have to get that match going. These PLEs are coming so fast, so they got to get that match going. So we did get the Fatal 4-Way. What you think about that match coming up at Evolution, Spook? You think Raquel and Roxanne got to hold on to it, or is there a worthy challenger that's going to take that off of?
Oh, I like Charlotte and Alexa.
Mm.
But it Fatal 4-Way. You got the belt, man, and you can't really contain or really control how the things end. So man, anybody can.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna hurt the Judgment Day if they lose those titles, or what happens with Raquel. I'm not really sure, but it could be interesting. It can be interesting. Stan, who you think taking the pin? Who's got to take the pin in this one?
I feel like for some reason I feel like Kabuki Warriors are gonna win if Judgment Day doesn't win. Whoever wins, I feel like the team taking the pin. It's probably gonna be Zarya taking the pin. Honestly,
Does Soul Ruka still have
think so.
the X title?
Yeah, the women's North American title.
What is it called? I thought she had the Speed title.
She's got that, and she has the women's North American title too for NXT. Yeah, so I feel like it's gonna be Zarya taking the pin because out of all the teams, out of all the people in there, I mean, she's not the kind of the lesser known if you don't watch like NXT, but she's the only one that doesn't have any like championship pedigree in the entire match. If that makes sense.
Yeah, she. So I guess we're all assuming NXT is not walking away without
Nah,
it
if
at
I
all.
mean if they walk away with it, that would be like
Yeah.
something, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Because if they didn't put it on Jackson and Lash Legend, they definitely not gonna put it on Soul Ruka and Zarya's.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think Roxanne and Raquel has to win for the sake of their story. I don't think anyone else's story really matters moving forward that much. I mean, the Kabuki Wars are going to be that regardless. Alexa and Charlotte is, I don't even know what they're doing. They just kind of throw it together, but I guess they're keeping them busy until they get back into the main title picture. So I'm not sure if they need to win there, and NXT is definitely on the outside looking in. So, we probably could either Zaria's taking that pin or Alexa Bliss from some dysfunction between her and Charlotte. But I think
Yeah, I
Roxanne
see
and
it.
Raquel might be able to get one over on them real quick, just based on they need that story more. By losing, Raquel disappears. At least I believe so. So I don't know if
Yeah,
they.
at least to and we don't know the timeline for Alexa Bliss. So that's the one, not Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan. That's the one reason why I think they probably hold on to it. They won't lose it until she's close to getting back.
Hmm.
And then that sets up something with her and Roxanne.
Well, we got another entrant into the women's battle royal. Ivy now is now in the women's battle royal. Spook, how you feel about that? Do you care at all? Sorry, I even next. Figured you did, but they made it a point to singularly announce her like this was going to move the needle in the way announcing Nikki Bella.
Well, she is the new leader of the group, right? So Chad put the
Mm-hmm.
key around her neck to be able to control the group and keep it moving. So
It's
maybe that was a point. I'm guessing.
really sure why they wanted to just not throw her name in there on some type of montage or a big poster. We really didn't need her individual announcement the way we got Nikki Bella.
Cause she gonna win.
Yeah, I mean that would guarantee
She gonna be the last.
not changing hands at Clash of Paris. I would tell you that much.
She gonna be the final in the final four.
Man, this card is looking rough. Let's
Mm.
just say
Yeah.
this card is looking. It's rushed and it's rough. Um,
Yeah.
but then we had Sami Zayn coming out for his match against Braun Breaker. He was interrupted on the entrance ramp by Karrion Kross, who I don't know. This is the first time he's come out on TV in front of the live audience in months. It seems like on a Monday Night Raw. So I'm not sure, if that's a sign of good things. He's now getting a little bit more airtime. He came out, laid out Sami Zayn, who still wanted to go on with the match against Braun Breaker despite being hurt and banged up, which they allowed to happen. Of course, let's get in the ring and let's have this match because Adam Pearce clearly wants Sami Zayn destroyed from Monday Night Raw. So that's what the attempt was to do. So they had their match in addition to all of that. And Sami Zayn gave it the old college try, got a couple of things in there, but Braun ended up sparing him, and sparing him. And ended up, pretty much leaving him laid out. And now he's apparently out indefinitely after Braun Breaker picked up the win. But what you thought about all this chaos with Sami and Braun and Carrie and Stan?
I think Karrion might be safe, man. The crowd, man, when he came out, they kept chanting, "We want Cross, we want Cross." So he, they that they'll run it back him and Sammy in the future. I don't know when, but yeah, man. I think they just needed to write Sammy off TV for a little bit, and what better way than to have Braun Breaker kill this man in front of a Netflix audience? It's the greatest because he's gonna eat that 23-mile-an-hour spear.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna get the spear outside the ring, and then he speared him from midair. So it's perfect, man. Like we watched the man die on live television. It was great.
Yeah, man.
Some
Sammy
little
needs to
kid
come
is
back with
crying with a Sami Zayn t-shirt on right now.
he needs to come back with something different going on with his character, I believe. I get the whole underdog thing. I just seen it with Daniel Bryan. It didn't feel like that long ago, and they kind of was in the same class. So
He's
it
kind of
was,
always done the same thing though. Like he even when he was kind of heel, it was still the same. Like when Daniel Bryan turned heel in WWE, it was like, you believe that he was like a bad person.
mm-hmm.
When Sammy had turned heel, it was like he's still a good dude. You know what I mean? It's just like I didn't believe it at all.
He's
And they
got a
tried it so many times and it's just I don't
he
know.
may need to join Carrion's faction or
I
something.
think that's what it's gonna
Become a
lead to.
disciple like that. You remember when Daniel Bryan was the disciple and he was so quiet and eerie with the Wyatts at one point? I think that's the kind of thing he needs to be, man. Where it's like a mysterious, just quietness, man. You think Sammy needs a character change, Spook, or we just gonna let him come back and be the same guy, or what?
Nah, he definitely got to come back as somebody else, man. Even a new name or alias or somebody, man. Sammy known as, you know what I'm saying? You know, something to wow the crowd again. You know what I'm saying? Like Stan was saying, like you were saying, the whole little, you know, I'm innocent or I'm the underdog. I'm really, you know, really trying this time. You know they don't win and fly by now, man. He done
Yeah.
had his runs to, you know, to use that psych on us for a little minute. So yeah, it's time for something different.
And he got
Yeah.
his win at Saudi, much to my dismay, but he got his win at Saudi. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, man, it's over now. I guess that's why they finally, like, soon as we see him again, let's get him off TV. Like, we've already done what we can with him. So it's about how he's going to come back.
I don't know.
We'll see, man. I'm not really too looking forward to it unless it's going to be something different.
What PLE you think he may come back at?
I don't know, man. It might be October.
SummerSlam?
You think SummerSlam?
Well, I forgot they're so fast now, so I don't know. Maybe Clash. I just feel like he got to come back, like, just I don't know, dark, bro. He just got to.
What is
War game?
Kane? War Games is gonna be far away. I don't know what type of league.
Yeah, cause I don't know, cause after SummerSlam, I don't know. I mean, it's
What are
just
they
like,
gonna do with carrying in the meantime? That's the question. He's just getting some steam, but now the guy he's been getting it with is
yeah.
going away for a minute. So at
And
least
he might not be for a minute because they said indefinitely. I mean, ribs. If he actually has broken ribs, I mean, they heal on their own. It's gonna take some time, but
mm,
I don't know.
yeah. So hopefully, Karrion Cross gets some shine while Sami Zayn is out. If he's out for any long period of time, keep him
I don't
active.
know. He might do something with Seth and his group. They kind of alluded to that a little bit, so we'll see.
Could be. We had a backstage segment with New Day and the War Raiders basically trying to get their shot. New Day was dressed in some dark black stuff going on. I thought the most interesting part was actually Becky Lynch in this whole segment, with her coming back, having words for Big E for no reason at all. I don't know. Like, what was the point of this? But she just took a shot at Big E, which it does make me feel like he might come back. Like, it's like, why? I know in the Vince era, you didn't talk about things that wasn't, possible. So I don't know if that's different, but it makes me feel like there's a chance, that he could still come back here. But basically, that was them trying to vie for the tag title, number one contender. However, they decided to do that, and Becky Lynch coming out to the ring to get ready for her segment that she had, which led to her with Bayley, and Bayley coming out and Lyra coming out, and just a big old war of words for the triple threat match. I'm getting that promoted and jump started for Evolution as well. It ended with some fists being thrown, and I'm still liking Lyra. I like her presentation. I like her music. I think she still feels a little too nice, but I'm still hoping that they do everything they can to get her the right push and that she somehow is walking tall. Right now, this might be the most interesting match on the card, unless some people feel like a battle royal would be. But this might be the most interesting match on the card to see these three go at it here. But they definitely had a quite the brawl tonight on Monday Night Raw. But Stan, what you thought about this whole segment with these ladies out here?
Yeah, it's getting there with Lyra, man. It's definitely she's definitely coming around. The little thing she said at Becky and went like, "This will be the last time I raise your hand for this title." So she's starting to turn it on a little bit, which is good. I like this match will probably be the one that might steal it as far as being the match of the night for Evolution. I don't know who would win. I mean, you could make a case for all three of them, honestly, to win. So it'll be. I'm going into this one not knowing like who would win. So it would be very, very like edge of my seat, interesting to watch. Because I mean, honestly, all three story wise, all three of them could win because they're all in the same story. So because I feel like they're going to run it back eventually.
Yeah, I feel like they could take the title off of Becky Lynch possibly at SummerSlam, maybe. But depending on how big of a pay per view, what type of thing they want to do here in Atlanta for Evolution, I'm not sure. But it'll definitely be a good time to take the title off of her at SummerSlam, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see how these ladies get into it. You think it's time for Becky to lose that title, Spook, or what you think about her?
I mean, like y'all said in the past, I mean, Becky, I mean, does she really need a title? Not really, you know what I'm saying? Because Becky's Becky. She already have her accolades and her achievements. So, you know what I'm saying? She just making her look, better and better, especially like here, like her little, her speaking segment, man, was very good tonight. Like, it was really, really on point, you know what I'm saying? So, they just making her better. Just getting her ready for the big stage. Sooner or later. So yeah, they ain't really the Becky don't have to have the title. Even with Bailey, she don't have to. They just making her look good and getting her ready for when it's really her time in the big leagues to take it over.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see how that goes, man. I'm still team Lyra, so hopefully she's able to at least look good, whatever the outcome is. Eventually, get that title back. After this, we had Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed, another match that was built for tonight from the original crew that came out and opened the show. Jey Uso coming through the crowd as only he does, and getting the crowd fired up. And like I said, it was definitely a good crowd tonight. These guys had a pretty decent match. Nothing too spectacular, over the top. It ended up ending in DQ, and maybe some thinking that the goal was only to destroy Jey Uso and try to take him out indefinitely, to add to all the other people that's out seemingly on Monday Night Raw right now. So he caught a couple of tsunamis, and Bronson Reed looked strong, and it's good because of the group. Bronson Reed definitely is the least of the fan favorites right now, despite them being the heel group. Seth Rollins got a very baby face pop tonight when he came out, and it went right into some dog barking on behalf of Bronson Reed. Braun Breaker. And for it to nothing happened for Bronson Reed though. They sung a song, they barked, and then they was like, all right, that's all we got. So Bronson Reed didn't get no love after all of that. So he needed to do something, and he tried to come for one of the heroes here on Monday Night Raw. And I think he ended up throwing a chair.
Yeah.
Jey Uso to get disqualified in this particular match. It hit him perfectly. That was a a nice interesting match there. Depending on how you look at it, I don't know if Jey Uso won. He may have won on paper, but by the end of that, it may have looked like he took the loss. But what you thought about this match?
It started out pretty good, man. At some point it was going to get stupid and crazy. Mm-hmm. It was right around that time frame that all the chaos finna start happening. You know what I'm saying? They was both holding their own, man. Jay was trying to, do his thing. He was getting getting the best of them. And then, Bronson Reed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We get what we expect with these guys. Chances are nothing's going to end clean. Something wild is going to happen. But what you thought about this match, staying with Bronson Reed?
It was great, man. My favorite chair shot is when someone always throws a chair because it's just so funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he did what he said was. I wish he would have did 4 more tsunamis, just for the fun of it. The crowd was screaming one more time, and I thought he was gonna do kind of like what he did with Seth Rollins. How when they tried to break him off, he kept coming back, coming back, coming back. Nah, it was. I mean, it was good. Like Bronson is gonna look strong with a lot of the people that he will face, depending on their size. So it was good that he looked strong, and Jay's still that clean baby face. So it was perfect for him to not look weak, but look down in a way so that the crowd can still be behind him when he does return Saturday night or next Monday or whenever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they discussed the beef between, the Brunson and Seth? Have they talked about that or said anything about it?
Yeah, he Bronson alluded to that when his reasoning for joining Seth is because when I tsunamied him that many times, he hit me up and he said, "I respect you as a competitor. You should come you should come under me." Literally what he said. So I was just like,
so yeah, I guess it's over. It's squash.
yeah, it's
And
good.
based on that logic, Jey Uso might be able to join based on respect. So anybody he tsunamis, he's liable to shake heads with and go to war with. So
You think Jay will look good heel?
Jay has got to come back at some point, but I don't think he would come back that way. He probably might do something with his brother or something like that. Especially with War Games brewing in a couple of months, and Jimmy and Jacob is over there getting smashed around, and I believe it's Tamatanga that's not back yet. So they still got another guy to go. So it's gonna be bad for Jacob. It's gonna be bad for Jimmy. So we might get some Jay sightings on SmackDown as we get closer to November for the War Games.
Oh yeah.
That's
Somebody
back.
Somebody else will come back.
I don't think he's getting it. I don't see the title coming back to him.
Nah, not right now.
They gave us what we wanted. They're like, all right, we're done. Let's get it right back to Gunther. And let's see what happens. And that's where we're going. We then had the newest El Grande Americano versus Dragon Lee. He comes out and he does all the El Grande Americano stuff. He's
Told y'all
wearing,
who it was, man.
I don't know, man.
This is how you change the game right here, man.
You
Is it?
heard the
How
voice,
you change
man.
the
You
game,
heard
man.
the accent.
Man, there was a time where he just started speaking. What was it?
He
What did
was
they speak?
no, he was speaking Spanish, but he was saying it in like the accent where, because I forgot where Kaiser is from, but he was saying it like with that accent. He was speaking Spanish, but yeah, it was definitely Kaiser.
Yeah,
Then based off of Kaiser like 4th of July post, it was definitely Kaiser.
yeah, I think right now, as far as the mask guys, it's Kaiser and Penta are the most. I mean, well, El Grande Americano and Penta are the most interesting guys with a mask on. I mean, Dragon Lee came in really hot, and he was pretty much an afterthought in all of this, so he didn't look very good. Rey Mysterio hasn't really been active like that, so Nix is still getting there, but I think with him getting with Andrade on SmackDown, it might kind of dim the flame on him just a little bit without being able to do more on his own right now. But maybe that's the direction they're going in. But El Grande Americano is over, and I'm just at some point we got to get a black one. Like we have to, we got to get Carmelo Hayes to throw.
Man, that would have been perfect, man.
We got to get him
Hayes would have been perfect.
with the chain still on. He got to have on his chain too, like something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's have Kane by his side. Just but we gotta get a black one because when they do these characters, it's the black. We gotta get a little person. We gotta get a big one, a little. We gotta get all types of different.
Somebody on X said the next one is gonna be what's his name? Amos? Yeah, yeah. He gonna be the next one because he resigned and they don't have nothing for him, so that's gonna be the next
Definitely
one.
all.
That would be hilarious, bro.
At some point, we might get Ivy Neal. She might go ahead on and have to throw it on at some point and see where this goes. But they're working it, man. They're working it, man. Overall, they did have a good match.
But yeah,
So they did have a good match. So it wasn't a bad match. It was just we're so focused more so on El Grande Americano that unfortunately, Dragon Lee is kind of going to get lost in the shuffle a little bit, and he was just there to move the narrative along. What you thought about this match and this new El Grande, Spook?
man, it was a good one, man. It was very interesting, man. I really enjoyed the match, man. Just like I said, the whole little character change, and it's becoming something crazy, man. I'm liking it, man.
Mm-hmm.
They really got down tonight with the writing and how they had everything, come to play. Like Stan said last week, what I'm saying, the whole little peeking in and peeking out, man. It's like they doing their thing. They doing their thing. They keeping the crowd interested, man. And that's what that's the main thing in entertainment, man. Making sure that your audience is entertained.
Yeah, man, they definitely doing that. Stan, what you thought about El Grande Americano Kaiser versus Dragon Lee tonight?
Oh, man, I had no idea. I was watching this match and I was like, I had no idea Kaiser could move like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
His original, if it is him, which I still think it is, like his original character did nothing like this, and it was just like I had no idea he can like move like this, and it
But
was good to see.
he started off kind of slow, but then, like you say, he
Yeah,
did
when
pick.
he got comfortable, and I was like, yo, this is good right here. So because I was wondering like, is he gonna do like his moves, or is he gonna do like Chad moves while he's a Grande Americana? And it was good. Dragon Lee, poor guy, man.
He finessed it well. He finessed it well.
Yeah,
He's
this is
I
taking
feel bad
advantage
for
of
my
him.
guy, man.
They're taking advantage of this injury. We wouldn't have gotten Ludwig Kaiser. We're assuming that's who it is on TV tonight. Had Chad not been available, so definitely we understand how this came to be. So he's got to take advantage of this time and make something of it while he can. But
Yeah,
we definitely getting Chad versus Ludwig at some point, right? I mean, is that not inevitable?
mass versus mass, man.
I mean,
Yeah, man. That's what we do.
loser. Michael Cole gets to come and take it off for whoever loses.
Will a real El Grande Americano please stand up, man? It's gonna be mass versus mass.
They ain't did that in a long time.
Hey, that's gotta be night 2 main event at WrestleMania.
Mm, man, that would be quite interesting. Or they could do a tag match with some AAA guys and It'd be mask versus mask, and both of them got to take it off. Let's get it all done in one shot. We had Penta and Paul Heyman backstage. Heyman was talking a little reckless about Penta, but Penta was backstage, and Braun Breaker came back there to let him know he's not going to talk to Paul Heyman any kind of way. And we're getting a little bit more personality out of Braun Breaker. I don't know if have y'all noticed that?
Yeah, he's not just barking no more, which is good. He was just barking at people, man.
Right. He's taking some pages out of Solo's book, man. He's like,
Yeah.
man, we got to do something.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, man, we got to do something, man. We got to do something, man. Some of these guys was real quiet at first, and now, they get around Paul Heyman touch, and all of a sudden, Braun's got some personality now, man. Yeah, man. After this, we had Gunther hit the ring. He's been working hard to promote this match that Goldberg has been a little missing, and I didn't even think he was going to show up tonight. It happened quickly, because he really hasn't been helping the build of this match much. But he did. He showed up, and what was he driving? What did he have?
I wanna say that might have been a Chevelle.
Yeah,
It could
it
have
was.
been. It
Yeah,
was Chevelle. Yeah, because it looked like my grandpa had a 71, and that's exactly what it looked like. Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
was,
real clean.
yeah,
He was clean.
yeah.
He was riding. He was riding a little bit. They let him go a little bit. But Goldberg came out. Hit the music, hit the sparks. I mean, Goldberg, one of the most iconic entrances of all time.
Yeah.
From a creativity to music, the whole presentation, man. I hate to see it go, man. I wish they could pass down entrances sometimes, man, like the way they will a title or something.
Braun Breaker the only one that can pull that off, bro. In my opinion, he the
I
only.
mean,
He the only one.
he got something there, man. He got something there. So I just don't want to see it go away, man. But it looks like we might be wrapping it up. But I don't feel like they mention it being his final match a lot. It makes me wonder. It doesn't feel like it's getting billed as Goldberg's final retirement match. The way,
I mean, Cole said it one time today,
yeah, he
but
said it. It was like I don't know. I would want to see it on the posters. I don't know. It's just not looking like it's a lot going into that. It's making me wonder, what could happen at the State Farm Arena. But Goldberg hit the ring. He caught Gunther with one, dropped him, and just before he got the spare off, Gunther got out of there. So typically on the go home shows, which this was for a Saturday night main event, whoever is standing tall is probably the loser. I'm not sure if this means Goldberg is going to be losing or if this is just a little bit of a swerve, but I would hate to see him lose his last match. It's not a bad person to lose your last match, too, though. But unfortunately, winning means you got the title and you got to have another match. So,
unless the music hits.
and it definitely could happen. I'm banking on it.
But if that music hits, then I feel like Cult's personality gonna hit, and then it's just gonna be man.
And I want Seth to take it off of John Cena, if I'm being honest. The
Oh yeah,
Goldberg
I know you do.
is a good fit because Goldberg is on his way out, but we got two titles that might be in jeopardy of walking right out the door with these guys, man. One because they're really old, and the other because they're really acting. So, what you thought about this segment, Spook, with Goldberg and Gunther?
And like a last minute, hype up, man, before the big dance, man, on Saturday, man. So, what I'm saying? He came in there, he didn't even grab the mic. He just went straight up to him and let him know, man, I'm ready, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going down Saturday, man.
It's time, man. And he still got to get revenge for his son. If you lose, it's kind of like my dad got punked.
Yeah, man.
It's not a good look,
Gage need that get back, man.
Yeah, man. He might stick his chest out now. He didn't see his father get dropped. He might have to take over the household. So it's a lot at stake, man. It's a lot at stake. It's weird. I would much rather have been like a trash talking Miz or the Carmelo Hayes of the world, somebody he could actually beat, to be in his final match. So it's making me really think Goldberg might win this, man. They gave Gunther the title back. It's his final match in Atlanta. That is a money shot with him on the ropes with the title in his hand. Cashing or not, man, that is a money shot. You get more out of that night with him winning. Long term, obviously, you get more out of Gunther, but in that one night, man, every Goldberg, they could sell Goldberg nail clip-ons, and they getting bought at the end of that night. And that man has that title raised above his head, man. It will be insane, man. It will be insane, man. And in a way, I can't say he don't deserve it. He might have had his retirement match a little late, but he kind of, he's done some major things
Well, they keep talking about him being they kept talking about because him beating Hulk Hogan 27 years ago
Mhm.
in the Georgia Dome. So I don't know, man. Like I really want to try to find a way to get there. I really have to find a babysitter
I
because
mean, we got
that's like one of my favorites.
Saturday night main event, Evolution on Sunday. Beyonce is here Thursday and Friday.
Crazy. She hit. No, she doing for it. Yeah, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
MLB All Star Game. Atlanta, crazy
Oh
this
man,
weekend.
it's gonna be it's gonna be so much going on.
Everybody's in town.
Yep, it's gonna be wild, man. So it's gonna be a big time, man. If anything, I mean, Goldberg wins. Let's let Beyonce come out. As maybe that's too much. That would be over the top. But we get somebody from Atlanta though. We get somebody from Atlanta got to come out, man. If he wins, we got to like Atlanta got to represent
Eric Bischoff, man.
Atlanta. It can't be New Atlanta.
Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, it's cool. But what about
Wait. No, I got the perfect old Atlanta person who had something to do with Goldberg back in the day.
who was that?
Who's still alive? Ted Turner, man. Mr. WCW.
Man, how old is Ted Turner?
But he's still alive.
Yeah, that's good. I
He
mean,
the he like if you from Atlanta, you know Ted is like our mattress Mac. He like that's Ted like you come to Atlanta, you need permission, you go talk to Ted Turner. Old Atlanta don't nothing move in this city without him.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
CNN, TBS, the Braves, WCW,
mhm.
like
Yeah, he's a big dog, man. He's a
yeah,
big
man.
dog. So it's a lot of people that can represent that title that Pastor Troy has still to this day was a very very synonymous with Goldberg
Yep.
that particular style. So he might we need to see that era of Atlanta outside.
Pretty sure Pete Troy gonna be there. I'm almost
Gotta
certain.
be there, man.
But
It's
now
so
I don't know if they got him the ticket for him to be in those seats where they, had
they can't
celebrities
do it
up.
like that. They gotta do him right. They gotta do Detroit
But
right.
I
Come
know
on,
I I know he gonna be in
He's
the
the
building.
longest reigning heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he gonna be in the building.
Held the title for how long?
It just
He
depends on what seat he gonna be in.
he had no title defenses, man. None whatsoever, man.
Oh, he take it everywhere, man. When I saw him at Atlanta United matches, he had that title,
He
man.
be at the club with the title,
Everywhere.
everywhere with that title, man. Like he probably got title that just stay in the car. Like we don't even bring that in the house, man. We
And
take
it's not in a replica either. It's the like he got like he paid for a legit one because when he was at Atlanta United, he let us like couple of folks hold it.
mhm,
It's heavy, bro. It's not the replica one. It's like the legit. Like yeah, it's heavy, bro.
worth 10, 20 grand, junk. Like
Yeah,
serious one, man. Who they got to bring out from Atlanta though, Spook? Who they got to be there that represents that era, man? That late '90s, early 2000s, that era back at that time, man. Who got to be
Only people you got, man, is Luda and Jermaine. Really, like
there?
around that time frame. That's because you can't really bring out a Tip because Tip was the
He was a little after though. Yeah, he was a little
yeah
after.
yeah. He was after that WC
yeah. You've only got Jermaine and really
When did
Luda.
Mike Vick hit the league? Was he after?
2000, 2002,
So it was
2002, 2003. Because
okay.
when Goldberg won in the Georgia Dome, I mean Vic played in the Dome.
Hmm.
Goldberg won like 20. Yeah, he won 27 years ago in Georgia Dome. So like I
Yeah,
mean
they might
quarterback.
have just missed each other.
Yeah, because the quarterback when he won was probably like either Jeff George or like Chris Chandler probably.
So that was that the Dirty Bird era when everybody was doing the Dirty Bird?
Yeah, that was the Dirty Bird era. That
Like
was
you
the.
got like Jamal Anderson. I don't know where
Okay,
he's at.
I mean, he on a bench somewhere if you know what I mean.
okay. His life is a little different now.
It's a little he
Did he
turned
go to Georgia?
he turned into Otis
I
Nixon
don't
a
know.
little bit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. They got.
Yeah, he went.
I think it's an opportunity for wrestling to acknowledge Atlanta.
I mean, Dion would be perfect.
Well, he was way before that though. Before Goldberg, way before
Yeah,
Goldberg.
yeah, but Dion and Goldberg got a relationship because Goldberg's son Gage plays for Dion at Colorado.
Where he go to Colorado?
Yeah, that's why he played football with.
Okay. I mean, hey, I mean, we got to do something, man, for this. If it's the last one, which I just don't know.
I don't know, cause I feel like I know back in the day, legends would want to go out on their back. They always say, "I want to retire on my back," but lately it hasn't really been like that. But also, it's Goldberg's hometown, so hometown they always gonna be like, oh, you know what, we're not gonna have you win in your hometown. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they've created somehow inadvertently created some mystery with this one.
Yeah.
Where it's really not that clear cut because we've seen Goldberg beat guys quickly and nobody understands why.
Yeah.
So like it's
And
not far fetched.
and Gunther doesn't have quick matches, so
No,
I don't know.
you have to catch him off guard. You have to catch him talking crazy. He's got to catch him off guard. He's gonna hit him with like 3 spears to open the match, like something
Um,
like that, man. So that's really
Now, what if Goldberg's been training and he hit like a missile drop kick or something like that?
man. And he'll pull his whole spine. He'd have the first
His
spinal
knee
tap.
just his
He'll just come apart in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And wires will just be there where he once
it'd
was.
be like when Vince tore his quad when he was getting in the ring.
Both quads.
Yeah, both quads.
Both quads. And just fell out. But yeah, man, that's just gonna be an interesting one, man. That's the one I think has the most intrigue, man, as far as going into the Saturday night main event. So I wish I think they could have built this up a little bigger, man. I think this is the match of the weekend, honestly. And it's kind of just seeming like, another match. Like I think this is way
Well,
bigger.
I think Gunther did his thing, man, to kind of pop it
Yeah,
off,
he's
man.
been trying. Yeah, he's been
Goldberg just didn't, I guess, show up to the different, the different
Mhm.
arena, prior to this final week. So, he was gonna come out, possibly come out tonight, in which he did end up coming out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the other 2 weeks prior, they was, I guess, letting Gunther, kind of pop his ish then at that time. So.
Which he did. So last time Gunther was talking like this, he lost to Jey Uso. So we're gonna see we're gonna see if he overlooking them again. That's what cost him the last time with the sleeper hole. Our main event kicked off. We had Seth Rollins against Penta. Seth is gonna Penta hasn't reached that real main event level, but Penta could go, and Penta had a main event match out there with Seth Rollins tonight. So I was pleased with this match, man. This is how you end the show. You need to have the best match on the card, in my opinion, or at least the biggest match on the card. And I feel like they had both, man. They was building up Penta throughout the entire night. He had a couple of mentions and segments. Obviously, Rollins the same way. So these guys had to go out there and deliver, and I felt like they did that. Seth Rollins really don't miss. Penta has not been missing. So these guys went out there and did their thing. This ended with Seth Rollins getting a low blow and a curb stomp victory. Then he decided to call out the dogs and Bronson Reed. And before they hit the ring, LA Knight made another Monday Night Raw appearance to build up their match for Saturday night's main event, and called him with BFT action and got up on out of there. And once again, there was Braun Breaker falling all over the rails. I mean, it was like he made a scene. I was just like I'm telling you, man, this guy is adding some stuff, man.
Man played in the NFL, bro. You think he can hop a rail, bro?
Man, for entertainment purposes, he can't do it. So he just fell all over. Bronson trying to push him over. It was a mess.
Yeah, man, it was funny.
It was a mess right there. So, but overall, they had a great match, man. We kind of knew either Seth was going to win or the hijinks was going to start. But what you thought about the main event tonight, Stan?
Man, it was great, man. Seth Rollins, no matter who you put him in there with, he gonna make him look like a star. And Penta is well on his way, which is crazy because he's older, but it's his first time in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And Penta is just like amazing, man. Like his work here is like I'm not a one of those like, oh, I'm a WWE homer, I hate AEW kind of thing. But his work here in WWE is it's in my opinion so far, and it's only gonna get better. I mean, like I said, Seth is just Seth. Like you could put one of us in the ring with him, and he gonna make us look like $1,000,000, bro. He just does it. LA Knight is it's great, man. He just got beef with everyone right now, and that's fine. It's just crazy because it's like they just keeping this like ceiling on him where they just won't let him go. Because clearly, us as fans, we've wanted that man to win Money in the Bank like 3 times already. Have him,
Royal Rumble a couple times.
yeah, like it's just crazy. I don't know what he got to do because it's just like he's, in my opinion, a lot of people, he's ready. Like, granted, with the Miz, that was funny because the Miz was like kind of testing him to see if he can handle that when he was, talking about like you sound like a cosplay of Stone Cold and The Rock, which is what folks were saying online. But it's like I don't know who comes out on top of this because you got LA Knight, who's a emerging main event guy, and then you got Seth Rollins, who has like he's Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. And when people don't know, that means a DQ finish happens, and you know who music is going to hit with that DQ finish happens. So I don't know, but the main event was perfect. Everything about it was just perfect. It was enough time for the match to go, and enough time for the stuff afterwards. It was great.
I think what's happening with LA Knight is really that the Michael Jordan effect, Steph Curry effect, the LeBron James effect. It's like your timing is just, it's the Patrick Mahomes effect.
Are you saying that he's Patrick Ewing, right? He's Patrick Ewing,
He's
right?
Karl Malone. He's Charles Barkley.
John
He's
Starks.
Joe Burrow. He's what's Josh Allen. He's just you're in here at the wrong time, man.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're
crazy.
crowded at the top, man. And
Man should have like 4 title runs by now,
how are
honestly.
you gonna justify him beating Cody Rhodes and John Cena? How do you justify him getting it over Seth Rollins and CM Punk? Like these are the real four big dogs. Then you got Roman Reigns. It's like, man, these are the guys. You might could get it off of Gunther on Monday Night Raw, but that's if Seth Rollins leaves that alone. Then I could see him getting a run similar to what Jey Uso had. But other than that, if Seth Rollins wants that you're right back where you are because you're not about to beat Cody Rhodes or John Cena. It's just not
Yeah.
happen. So he's just in the wrong. It's just the wrong time. He's Lamar Jackson right now, man. Like,
But what if it's crazy. It's crazy. What if like Cody loses at SummerSlam? What if he's the one to save wrestling?
it would make him the megastar he believes he is.
Because LA Knight versus John Cena promo wise would be great.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know like John Cena is kind of slick handpicking his opponents for his run. What if like he wants to go with LA Knight for that promo reason? And what if LA Knight is the one? That would be nuts. I think wherever it happens, if it does happens, the roof will legit come off. And that would be one of those moments where like, oh, the top 10 pops in WWE history, that would be up in like top 5.
Well, that door is open if Cody loses.
Yeah,
And
only if Cody loses, I feel like that will happen.
yeah, at that point, we don't
Yeah,
know who's gonna get it back, right? Who's
yeah,
gonna win over him, or if he's gonna leave with it. So that's something that could definitely be the case if Cody doesn't get that because Cody being done fought him a couple times, CM Punk being done fought him a time or two. So all of these guys who we thought would be the guy, it'd have to now it's only Seth Rollins and maybe some mystery person like an LA Knight, another home outlandish person
yeah.
might even be Roman Reigns.
Because I feel like they've doing LA Knight not dirty, but they've like not did it so many times, and maybe they're saving it for like a big moment. And I don't know. I don't know.
I think the best thing that could happen to him is going to Monday Night Raw because over there, that title can get passed around a little bit more. You can get an option of really getting that title, even if it's for a short run. But being on SmackDown, I still believe the two biggest titles over there with Tiffany Stratton's title and what John Cena has. So anybody trying to break in over there at the top, whether it's in the women's or men's, I just think it's going to be a very tall task, man. It's really the people
Yeah.
that's already there. And like you said, he keeps losing, so it's showing us that they're like, well, not yet, man, not yet. So we're gonna see, man. What you thought about the main event tonight, though, Spook, man, with LA Knight interference and Seth Rollins and Penta going at it here.
It was a good match, man, between Penta and Seth Rollins, man. It was a good, solid match. Penta doing what he can do, man, showing the skill set. Same thing with Seth, man. Seth's pathway right about now, man, is very, it's possibilities are endless for him right about now, man. He got so many ways, so many avenues. He just sitting back right now, just strategizing which direction to kind of go in, man. And he has so many, man, that with that Money in the Bank contract, in his hand, man. Who knows what he'll do, man. He can go out to Gunther, or he can switch it over and go out to Cena, or he can just chill, ride it out, what I'm saying, still create his little squad, bring another person here, bring another person there. I'm ready for him to introduce a woman into his squad. I know it probably won't be anytime soon, but, I'm just, just trying to see who would fit that whole little, what he's trying to build right about now.
Yeah.
It would have been Roxanne, but they threw her in Judgment Day. I think she would have been the closest thing, but she's already, got sucked up into the whole Judgment Day thing. So
Yeah.
not really sure. Most of the main event factions typically don't have a women representation. So
Gotcha.
Judgment Day has been the closest thing to that. So, we're not really sure, man. But what you thought about Raw tonight, Spook, man? Just the show overall.
Oh, well, when I finally got home to get down and get settled into it, man, it was a good little show, man. You know what I'm saying? It was more of solid matches versus just some stuff thrown together, from the past couple weeks that we've been watching it, man. It was really, like I said, a good show.
What you thought, Stan? What you thought about tonight, man? Monday Night Raw, July 7th.
It was great, man. It was like it was one of my favorite ones so far. It's a couple that were better, but nah, this one of the good ones so far right here.
Yeah, man, they had a solid card tonight, man. They gave us. It felt like there was 1, 2, 3, 5, like 5 matches tonight. So it's a little bit more than usual. So they gave us a little bit more wrestling tonight, in addition to a lot of the promos backstage. So overall, it was definitely a solid night, man, and definitely a good main event. Each match had its intrigue and different elements. So right now, we're just getting ready for Saturday night main event, WWE Women's Evolution on Sunday. So it should be a pretty big weekend, especially if you are in Atlanta. Either way, we will be right back here no later than next week, unless we decide to do anything special in the meantime. But we definitely appreciate everybody listening in. Please don't forget to subscribe to Wrestle for Real podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to share. Hit that button right now while you're watching, while you're listening. And I appreciate you, Stan Spook, being on with me tonight. And we're going to get right back at it shortly. So until then, I'll see y'all.
All right, man. All right, Stan.
All right.